YouTube, we back, man. We got another transformation haircut. You know what I'm saying? We about to get right into this haircut. Alright, so my boy wanted to chop off the curls. For summertime, he did say, you know what I'm saying, I'm coming in. I want to get a new look. And I was like, man, you know I gotta film this, you know what I'm saying? So his cuts always come out clean. He has like a decent hair texture. To where whatever blend you do is just gonna look good. So he used to always get the high taper with the fro, but now he wants to do a high taper with the wave cut. Alright, so we decided to cut down to a 2 for the crown, and then I'm going to use a 1 guide everywhere else. So the first thing I did was to open his hair just to find the crown, the lightest spot in his hair, and then I'm going to use the one open outside of the crown area. So that's basically what I'm doing, using my Gamma Mythics, just cutting the hair down, trying to get it all even as possible. Now I'm brushing the hair down using my Torino Pro Softy just to lay that hair back down. Fortunately, his hair was not flaky or dirty under it. Most of the time you cut somebody's hair off, it looks bad under it, so it's a good thing for that. So first thing to do to jump into this taper, I did my bald guideline. Now I'm going to use my shaver. I tell you guys to use the shaver all the time on the side tapers only for African Americans or just people with tighter curls, because you don't want to go in the back. Most of the time the back is a very sensitive area, so I do use the shavers only on the side only, just to make the bottom of that taper really pop. So I did my lever open, just about a ½ inch, you know, a little bit smaller than a ½ inch. Now I'm using about 1 open. Everything I'm doing to the side taper, I'm doing to the beard as well. And man, one thing I noticed since I switched to Gamma guards, I found myself using like Jeezy's fading technique. When I used to use the Babeless guards, I used to do it a little bit differently. Like I used to use a 0 guard and then another 0 guard just to blend it in. I used to do a 2 open and 2 close, which I still do that, but my steps was a little bit different. So I'm gonna start changing it up just so it doesn't feel like you're watching another 360 Jeezy video. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one thing I want to do to separate myself as another creator. So I'm using my 1 open, using my corners after I used the 2 open and the 2 closed. And he has like a little bulky spot at the top. I'm trying to get out with the corner. You guys do not want to spend too much time on one spot. If you flick at it a couple times and it still doesn't come out, just move on and come back to it at another time, okay? You don't want to spend too much time on one spot when you could have finished the rest of the taper and then came back to it just to save you some time. So now it's time for the 0 guard close. My clippers are 0 gap, so it's going to take this line out easier than it would a regular clipper. And every time I go up, once that line goes up, you want to adjust the lever so it can cut basically to that length. You're using my my corners, just taking my time. And as that line is going up, I'm adjusting the lever and I'm going at it like a flick motion. I'm not really digging in too much, just making sure that corner is the only thing that really is using that is the only thing that's cutting the hair to blend it in. So now I'm going to use my lever open just to clean up whatever is left. After that, I'm going to use my lever close to take out that bottom guideline. And like I said before, everything I do to the taper, I am doing to the beard, okay? Fading a beard out is not hard as you guys think. All you have to do is copy the steps that you use on the side on the taper. So now I'm just doing a little bit more detail work. Like I said, it's the same steps as the 0 guard. Use that lever close. As that line goes up, you just want to adjust the lever so you can perfect your fade. And I tell you guys this all the time. You know, if you punch the ball guideline in with the sharp trimmer, just make sure you come back with a sharp trimmer to get it all the way out. But this is what you want to do. You see I have my JRL clippers. I like to switch up my clippers after I do the base of the fade, just to get a different perspective on my blends. And also make sure you guys just turn around, you know what I'm saying, look in the mirror, and just reset your eyes so you can come back and perform a little bit better. So now it's time for the back taper. The back taper, I'm just doing pretty much the same thing, just speeding it up, and you guys can tell I'm doing the same exact steps. That's the back taper. Man, let me talk to you guys for a minute, man, on this side. Man, if you guys are not showing up to these hair shows, bro, you guys need to start popping out, man. It's so much education, there's so much opportunities when you meet these new people. You never know what they can do for you. You never know what position you can put yourself in by having these conversations. By having these conversations with people, because you never know who they know, what they do. You know what I'm saying? You just got to come to these hair shows and these events, because listen, I'm telling you, if you guys ever want to make a step up in your career, this is what you have to do. Okay, so right now, before I lowered the side, I did cut it down to a 1 closed, just to get a crispier line and also make the haircut last a little bit longer. And I'm also doing the beard line as well, making sure I drop the beard line back towards his ear. Now it's time for the front lineup. As you guys can see, he has a naturally lopsided lineup. So what we're going to do, we're going to attack the higher side first and then make it straight across. Just because he wants his lineup to be dark and crispy without enhancements. So in order for me to do that, I do have to go on the higher side and then bring the right side up. This is all part of the client consultation. I'm not just doing what I want to do. Major shout out to The Barber. She has a new option you can do for your blade. Just hit her up on Instagram, so you can put your name on there, your Instagram name, any name you want to put on your custom blade, and they hit. Okay, so you won't get this whole trimmer, but you will get the blade. Okay, so just hit her up on Instagram if you guys want something like this. Y'all see I got Wavykid on mine, and these things is hitting. But yeah, back to what I was saying, man. It's all a client consultation. Y'all see I had to take that side and just bring it up just as high as the other side, just because he wants it to be naturally, you know what I'm saying, dark all the way across. Now he did ask for enhancements as well, but when that enhancement comes off, he wants it to be dark and straight across without enhancements. So now I'm going to use enhancements. Man, I did promise myself that I was going to get better at the vertical bar, like spraying the vertical bar and trying to blend it in more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm gonna take accountability of my hair, because I kind of do spray a little bit too much on the vertical bars. So I'm gonna try, you know what I'm saying, to fix that. And I think I have did that in this video. And every video after this, you should see me get better with that. You know what I'm saying? So self-improvement is definitely key, because if nobody's gonna hold you to a higher standard than yourself. Now I'm just using the razor and make sure I stretch the skin, but not overly stretching it to where it disrupts the shape. You just want to stretch it enough so that the razor can glide across the skin without cutting the skin. And you see we kept the beard line super high. He is getting enhancements on this beard as well, which I feel like came out super clean. Now we're just going to apply the enhancements. Just spray them on real quick, get them to blend, and then after you do the enhancements, you definitely want to come out with the razor and clean it up. So this time my client came in looking crazy, wanted to get rid of the curls. About to be hot outside, man. And this is the after. Look how clean that taper is. Look at the beard is sharp, on point. This cut is one of them ones, man. If you guys have learned anything, please comment down below. Get that comment section busting. I appreciate y'all support with the comment section. Look at the mustache. Even all the way to the mustache is on point. But yeah, man, if you like the cut, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Wavykid_Kev for more content. And I got some more bangers on the way. Got some more content on the way as well. Guys, check out my vlog channel, Wavykid Vlogs, to see more content. I'm out. Deuces.